You're welcome to Majestic Tutorials. In this video, we'll be handling this redox titration and equally the salt analysis together. I'll first of all show you the likely questions. These are the likely questions. Then, this is likely question 1 for titration. This is the question 2 for salt analysis. It's not going to go far. This salt analysis is exactly what it's going to be. So, this is a Majestic guide. And these are the possible question number 3. You know, the specimen for alternative B in salt analysis looks a bit similar to that of A, at least starch is there. And then that's why I'm suspecting that number 3 might look similar, okay? And then 3B, C3 to 3D is just to widen your knowledge on titration in case, because number 3 is subordinate question. Remember, you are going to answer number 1, which is titration, which gives highest mark among the 3 questions. Then question 2 follows, and the least one is question 3. Is a random and is a subordinate question in chemistry. So see them here. I'll display them. See now the likely question 2 for titration. Right? I believe these things are very much visible now on the screen. Really well. The likely question 2, where we are asking for percentage water crystallization. While here is the likely question 3. And then still question C again. These things, we learn it. So then I have to show you the titration, the real practical itself, then followed by the solutions to these likely questions solved in details.
Heating man to control your heating. Regulate that heating. Don't just heat, regulate it. This heating mantle will help you regulate your temperature, so that when they say keep at 60 degrees, this is what you use to achieve it. So it's available. Place your order today. Packaging for customer. So for your physics, chemistry, things are ready for delivery. So not the dull moments. Just one dim away and you got all you need, like a podium powder. Yeah.
Serious scientist. Keep it there. Keep it. He's a serious scientist. Are you reading it? Take your reading well, though.
So these are my past students performing this procedure some years back. So you have to pipette the D and warm from 50 to 60 or within the range specified. You are not to make it extremely hot. So these people mistakenly, they heated it up to 70, so they're allowing it to cool. Remember, you are not advised to heat so much because the oxalic acid might decompose.
We allow it to calm down. So at the end, Okorafor did not see well.
So you'll be told to titrate while warm. So the students are now titrating it. What they are doing is because they have done their first titration, so they already know the range. So they cannot just start shaking at a point. The challenge you have here is that you see it is looking as if you have added excess KMNO4. No, immediately you add KMNO4, it will turn purple. That's why you are required to allow it, because the reaction between oxalic acid and KMNO4 is relatively slow, but on warming at a higher temperature it is fast, but you cannot heat it so high so that the reaction will be immediate. So if you add, you watch it after some seconds. That's why the instructions say about that will give you pink coloration that will stand and last for 30 seconds. So they should watch this. After a few seconds, you see it will turn back colorless, showing that you have not attained endpoint.
Very funny. Are you sure you have not added excess?
No. Only red. It's turning red. I think I will. I'm seeing red.
My thought is changing. Allow it to be colorless. And now, so you now continue so that you can go to your endpoint.
Avoid this error, you see them here. They are adding the KMNO4 on the walls of the conical flask. No, add it direct to the analyte, which is the oxalic acid, for accuracy.
Another challenge you might face from this titration is the dilute acid. That's the dilute H2SO4 you are using. You just had them say acidify with dilute H2SO4. My dear, if you use extremely dilute H2SO4, you will not get a color change at the right endpoint.
Wetin concern you and
You
that
need at least
directive?
2
Is
more
it not the
PDM cube,
titan
about
mixture
10
that is
cm cube
making
of a
that?
2 molar solution of H2SO4 or more. Because if you look at
You want
the
to
equation of the
manipulate it?
reaction, 5 moles of the oxalic acid required 16 moles of hydrogen ion. So you need more of this dilute H2SO4 to protonate the redox reaction. If not, the reaction will be slow. Until you get a stable pink color, you have attained endpoint.
Why are you adding it again? Is it stable now?
And that is it. The endpoint has been attained, and I had the student whisper 26.7 or so. I don't get them well, but their initial was not 0.00 because faking lower meniscus becomes very difficult because the KMNO4 is colored. So their initial was probably 1.0. Another challenge in this titration is that for you to take the lower meniscus of the burette reading is difficult. Why? Because the KMNO4 is colored and will cover the calibration. So in this titration, you take upper meniscus. That is why making your initial to end in 0.00 is somehow risky because you don't know when you have even exceeded that 0. So that is it. Let's go back to now calculations involved. Remember to subscribe and share this video and support us if you have learned something.
Are you looking for a trusted supplier of medical equipment, science equipment, and reagents? Search no more. Choose Her Majesty Easy Word Science, where you buy directly from the scientists who understand the quality and the working principle of every tools and analytical reagents. We don't just sell, we guide you. Do you know that every purchase comes with free practical guide on how to use the reagents or apparatus effectively by a scientist and experienced medical experts? We are majestic, reliable, and affordable. We said to you exactly what you ordered. This is not what you ordered versus what you got, because the satisfaction is our watchword. Thank you.
Now, the solutions.